Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's titled Janelle Shaw, but it's also titled Radical Disciples. We love, we encourage, and we speak truth boldly. I'm very excited to go on this journey with everyone and just be a part of your life as you be a part of mine. And as we talk about faith, building a spiritual family, building a spiritual community, and just all things life and Jesus. I'm very, very excited for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. I have asked you on Instagram to ask me a couple questions, or not just a couple questions, but questions in general. And I have some. I'm not going to get through them all, but I'm going to answer as many as I can. One of the questions that came up was why I wanted to start YouTube, and I think this is quite fitting for right now to answer that. So I felt called to, about 4 years ago, start a YouTube channel as I experienced healing with God when I was in my first year of Bible college. And about a week later, I felt God just really communicate to me that I had experienced so much with Him, and it was great that I was experiencing it, and I was sharing it with myself and with Him privately in prayer. But I just felt Him really communicating to me that I needed to share this with a community and not just go through it alone, because it's part of what builds a community, and we're designed for community, to be doing life together. And so to just be simply sharing it on my own was cutting other people out from potentially receiving the encouragement that they needed in maybe the same area of their life, and to be able to feel like they're not doing it alone, which was a big thing for me in my past, was feeling alone. So I hope that answers the question, but for the last 4 years I've kind of put God off out of not feeling techie enough, out of not feeling like maybe I was cool enough, but I'm kind of just, you can't say no to God, because when you say no to God, that's not a great place to be. So I'm saying yes. One of the other questions that I got, and some of them are a mix, there's some deep questions like this one, or there's some that are just really fun and goofy. So to set things a little more light, one of them was, am I a winter or summer person? Being that it's Canada, winter is the longest season and summer is very short. I like winter only for 2 weeks around Christmas. The rest of the time I like summer. I like the being able to be outdoors, not being cold. So I'm a summer person all the way. I prefer summer. One of the other questions I got was whether I'm a cat or a dog person. I am way too loud for a cat, and my personality is to be very much of a companion of a team dynamic, and well, cats aren't great, and I'm more allergic to cats than I am to dogs, so I'm a dog person. I also got asked whether I would vacation or prefer to vacation in Hawaii or in Alaska. Both have great natural, both of them are great for nature and seeing lots of things that you wouldn't typically see, even here on Manitoulin. You wouldn't see a polar bear every day or see a killer whale here. We don't live that far north that we have oceans here yet. So I think I would love to go to Alaska. Both would be amazing. But I have to say, being that it's winter here, I would much rather go to Hawaii than see yet another chunk of snow. I've also been asked what is my favorite worship song. Right now, my favorite, it's just a cry in my heart, is Cody Carnes's Nothing Else. It's just been such a great, just talks about wanting nothing else out of life, but just wanting more of God. And you couldn't ask for a better blessing after you do that, and you pray to God that you just want more of Him, and that's your heart attitude. So that's my favorite worship song right now. I've also been asked what my biggest part of 2019 was. What was the biggest thing that happened in 2019? Biggest thing in 2019 was getting my nursing license. That was something that took a year to get done. I didn't pass it the first time. I kind of live by the Dr. Seuss saying, if you don't succeed once, try again. I had to try again, and I got it. And so it was just such a great time to finally have the stress relieved of having my nursing license in hand and to just not have to worry about it anymore and be able to move forward. So that was one of the big ones. There's probably many, but that's one that sticks out. I also was asked, what is one place that I would want to travel to? For about as long as I can remember, I've always loved missions work. And being in the medical field now as a nurse, I see missions work a lot of also just doing more than just, simply praying with people, but the fact that I have nursing to go with it, I'm able to sometimes be able to heal them in their physical needs, not just spiritual ones. And so I would love to go on a medical missions trip for me, and one of those places would be Africa. I would love to go to Africa and do a missions trip there. My style of traveling is not typically a resort. I like to get involved with the culture, get involved with the people, and just learn from them. Build those. That's how you build those relationships. So that's probably one of the places where I would love to go. What is my channel going to be about? So I kind of included that in the intro there, but it's going to be a lot of faith, encouraging you, and the messages that Jesus gives me for my own encouragement. I'm going to share with you about basically just living a disciple. And in my channel art, you can see in my banner that it says living out our faith without fear of tomorrow. This world can be dark, this world can feel really alone, and it can hinder our ability to not have fear and have instead peace. And that's what we're called to be. We're called to be peaceful people, and it's not always easy to do that. But I'm here on this channel to encourage you as disciples of Jesus and just uplift you every week, even if it's just for a small 6-minute video. It doesn't matter. I just want to encourage you to live confidently as a disciple of Jesus in this world. Go and make other disciples and be who you are in Jesus, and have not society define your labels, but have put labels on you and define you, but have Jesus define you. So this channel is going to be everything about faith, spirituality, and being radical disciples. Do I listen to country music? Yes, I listen to country music. I grew up listening to the old style country music and also listening to 80s smooth rock. My dad was a drummer in a band, so I always grew up around music. But worship music and country music are pretty much the two genres that I go back to. If you look at my phone list on iTunes, you will see mainly worship and country music. And another question that I have gotten is, what are my hobbies? So my pastime is basically exercising, working out, walking, anything kind of outdoors. I have to go on nature walks. They are just like one of my favorite things. I haven't done one in a little bit, so it's a reminder. I'll go do one. But I just love being outdoors. I love just moving my body. It relieves stress for me. I've played sports. I am also a reader. I do like reading. Although I'm just slowly getting back into casually reading because of school. When you're forced to read, it kind of burns it out of you. You kind of don't like to do it anymore, but I've missed it, and I love, that's one of the things that I love to do right now is getting back into reading. And right now I'm actually reading a Lisa TerKeurst book, Uninvited. So I'm really, really excited to just kind of get everything from that. But yeah, so those are my hobbies, reading and anything that's physically active. And I'm going to say that is it for questions that I'm going to cover today. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you would subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you know on Mondays when I post that they're coming, and that you have that word of encouragement to start your week off. And I'm so excited to go on this journey with you once again. Comment down below what you would like me to talk about, and I will do my best to respond to those and to put out those videos of topics that you like. So once again, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, comment down below, and like this video. Thanks, guys.